Hello friends, today again I am before you with the model answer of yesterday's question. So now let us discuss what was the question yesterday and what can be the model answer for that. Now if you remember, yesterday's question was from socio-political philosophy, and as I told earlier also, in socio-political philosophy we will usually keep on referring Indian context, Indian constitution, Supreme Court cases, Indian programs, because mostly we will discuss with reference to India. So now let us see what was the question and what can be the answer for that. Question was, how should state balance individual freedom with social security? Now this we need to answer in 300 words. And in questions like this, definitely we will have to uh, balance it with both sides. I mean, on the one hand, individual freedom, then social security, and how both can be balanced in a nice manner so that the democratic state or democratic polity can be maintained throughout. So now let us start. What is the value of liberty without bread or bread without dignity? Now, this is again a very engaging start in a question form. Which basically introduces the liberty as well as social security both in the same sentence. So, what is the uh, value of liberty without bread or bread without dignity? Which means that liberty and social security both are equally important. So, next sentence goes like that only. The modern state must strike a constitutional balance where freedom empowers the individual and security upholds that empowerment. This is again very important statement that freedom is empowering the individual and security is upholding that empowerment, not as competing ends, but as complementary rights. So this is a important paragraph and it gives a whole flavor of what answer is going to come in subsequent paras. Individual freedom is guaranteed by Articles 19 and 21. These articles guarantee individual freedom, in the Indian Constitution. They ensure civil liberties such as speech, movement, and personal autonomy. Yet, under Articles 19(2) to 6, the state may impose reasonable restrictions to preserve public order, morality, and sovereignty of the nation. So, this is what is individual freedom we have described as far as Indian Constitution perspective is concerned. Now, let us go to social security. Social security is rooted in directive principles of state policy. That is Articles 38, 39, 41, and 43, which obligate a state to ensure equitable access to education, livelihood, health, and welfare. And interestingly, these rights have been progressively integrated into right to life by Supreme Court in various judgments. That's what we are mentioning here. In fact, subsequently, right to education now has been made as a fundamental right also, but other health, welfare, livelihood, etc., all has been in a way integrated to right to life, Article 21. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar envisioned liberty, equality, and fraternity as interdependent. Liberty, equality, and fraternity as interdependent, not hierarchical. Again, Tagore, another Indian thinker, warned against freedom chained to gates of hunger. Gandhi viewed real freedom as that which uplifts the poorest, that is Antyodaya. Then again, we are quoting John Rawls and Amartya Sen. John Rawls argued that liberty must be paired with distributive justice to be morally defensible. Amartya Sen emphasized that freedom without enabling conditions, such as nutrition, healthcare, literacy, etc., is merely formal, not functional. Now, in Supreme Court case, Menka Gandhi versus Union of India, Supreme Court ruled that restrictions on liberty must be just, fair, and reasonable. Similarly, in PUCL versus Union of India, it was held that right to food as is part of Article 21, affirming that social security is intrinsic to individual freedom or freedom. Now, in conclusion, what we can say, the state's highest duty is to protect both the voice and the life behind. Only when liberty is made real by social security and security is guarded by liberty can the constitutional promise of dignity, justice, and humanity be truly fulfilled. So this again is a very, very important and engaging conclusion, that liberty has to be made real by social security and social security has to be guarded by liberty. Then only constitutional promise can be fulfilled, or constitutional morality or objectives of constitution can be fulfilled. So this completes the model answer for yesterday's question. Now today, let us see what question we will take up. Now obviously question will be from Western philosophy. So let us see what is the question which we will be answering tomorrow. How does Descartes prove the existence of God? Is his proof adequate? How does Descartes prove the existence of God? Is his proof adequate? This question we are going to discuss and answer tomorrow in our tomorrow's video. So thanks a lot for watching today's video. Tomorrow again we will meet for discussion of the question from Western philosophy. Thank you one and all.